Hey guys, Elvis X here, and I just got back from seeing the Demon Slayer to the Hashira training arc premiere thing, world tour, whatever you want to call it, and I wanted to give my quick first impressions of it. So I'll quickly explain what this is real quick. If you don't know what it is, basically the Demon Slayer World Tour is something they started last year, and it's where they put in the final episode of the previous season and combine it with the first episode of the upcoming season, and they put it in theaters, more or less. So, for example, to the Hashira training arc was the final episode of the Swords with Village arc, and then the first episode of the upcoming Hashira training arc, which premieres in April. Or if you follow the dub, like me, premieres whatever the hell the dub feels like. So it's always like 7 or 8 episodes behind. So it gives you a little sneak peek of that. Also, I don't understand why the dub is so far behind. They simuldubbed this at the same time in both languages. Whatever. But yeah. So I will say up front, yeah, you do have to sit through content you've most likely already seen before to get to the new stuff, which I personally would have cut. It's like on one hand, yeah, you do get to see the season finale on the big screen and all the hype moments and stuff. But on the other hand, you've already seen this before, so personally I would have cut that and just added in the second episode of the upcoming season as well, even if it would have just been an additional 25 minutes or so, give or take. I think I would have rather paid to see that instead, which was my complaint for last year's as well when I was talking to people about it. That being said, though, I will say they did improve the production this time around, because last year, to the Swords with Village World Tour, they left in all the end sequences, rather, and the eye catchers, the commercial break thingies, or whatever you want to call it, where it did the like a sword being drawn and said Demon Slayer. Those were all cut out this time in this World Tour, which I was very happy about. You only get one end credit sequence at the very end, and the eye catchers seem like they've been removed, from what I could tell at least. So it did make it feel a little more paced like a movie, and that was definitely an improvement in my opinion. Now, as far as thoughts on the new content, which is what I'm going to be focusing on, light spoilers, I guess, in case you do want to go see this. Yeah, as the name would imply, we actually do get some more on the Hashira, which I was very excited about when I first heard the name of the arc, because the Hashira, I think, are very interesting characters, and I thought that was cool. We get to see all their dynamics a lot more now, because they basically have there's a scene where they have a meeting, and they now know they need to take the demons very seriously, because Nezuko is now immune to sunlight, and they know the demons are going to attack at any moment. So they need to train and beef themselves up, and even train the rookies at everything like that, like Tanjiro and stuff, in order to be ready for the upcoming battle and war against the demons. So it was really cool to see all their interactions and everything like that. I will say up front, though, if you're looking for a lot of action, you are probably going to be a bit disappointed, because there's the opening scene of the new episode has the Serpent Hashira Iguro and the Wind Hashira Shinazugawa kicking demon ass or whatever for a couple minutes, which is really cool. But it's not for very long. It's like a good 5, maybe 10 minutes, and then after that is just set up for the upcoming arc, and also some cooldown from the Swords with Village arc as well. I didn't mind that personally, but I know some people last year that I talked to were saying they wanted the Swords with Village premiere to have a little more action in it. But yeah, man, seeing all the Hashira was fucking cool. Hell, you even get Tengen back. He's here now to do a little, to basically help train some of the recruits and stuff. It was kind of cool seeing him. I thought they might have written him out of the story or something. I don't know. Something I did also really enjoy was the comedy. I thought the comedy was on point. Again, I'm not going to spoil everything, but there was one joke I absolutely loved. So Nezuko is learning new phrases for people now so she could talk, kind of. And Inosuke is trying to teach her how to say his name, and she's like, Ibosuke? Irosuke? Like, damn it, it's Inosuke! And she gets it right eventually. And it's like, okay. And then Zenitsu shows up. He returns back from his mission, and she says, welcome home. And he's thrown off. She's like, what? She could talk? She learned how to talk? And she even learned that phrase just for me? And then she goes, Inosuke. And he gets super pissed. And he goes, what? I'm gonna kill him. I thought that was hilarious. Oh, Zenitsu. Ever the Nezuko simp. My man, I can't play. Anyway, yeah, I thought that was great. As far as production values, they were all there. I can't tell animation-wise, I'm blind and all, but the OST was still really fucking good, and I thought the English dub was also really solid, as usual. I've always been a fan of this dub in particular. So, yeah, that's probably going to do it for this one. It was a fun experience. My only major complaint is I would cut the first 40 minutes, the recap of the Swordsmith Village, or whatever you want to call it, because we've already seen this. Most people coming to see this world tour have probably already seen this, unless you somehow were planning ahead and only watched up to Ep 10 or 11 or whatever of the Swordsmith Village arc. Like, I know the world tour's coming next year. I'll wait to see the finale then, which I guess you could always do. But, yeah. That's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you all have yourselves a fantastic day, and let me know your thoughts down below. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. Like I said, if you want to go see it, that's up to you. The only thing I could say is, I don't know how much I could fully recommend this simply because of that recap at the beginning, the first 45 minutes or so, like I said. That's the one thing that kneecaps this. Let me know if you agree, though. Maybe you disagree. Maybe not. Who knows? Who's your favorite Hashira? Very curious to know that. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. If you're going to go see this, if you think it's shit, if you think it's not. And until next time, guys, thank you again so much for watching. The Hashira Training Arc. Hope you have yourselves a good day.